It actually, he trains over 600 employees and CEOs. So you are getting the best from the best here. Let's put our hands together. Welcome, Maxwell, at the podium.
Thank you. Okay, you guys are so cold. We're not going to do this coldness here today, okay? So you're going to walk around and tell someone you have greatness in you. I want you to walk around a minute. Walk around, talk to someone and tell them they have greatness in themselves. So stand up, walk around, talk to somebody. Because this coldness, we're not doing it here. You guys are too cold. So stand up, come on. Walk around, talk to somebody, just say you have greatness. I'm happy you're here today. In fact, you really need to be here. You have to mean it. If you don't mean it, we're going to have to start all over again. So I need you to actually mean it. Talk to somebody.
Y'all have great. Good.
Awesome. So before I get started here today, we're going to play a quick video. Real quick. Since I'm doing both speaking and the technology part of it. Let's give that young kid a round of applause. Okay, I guess that was for you. Let's give the guy a good round of applause for him. The first one's for you. Round of applause, please. Thank you. To introduce myself. Our topic today is going to be on leadership. And trust me, anything you do, anything, some of you are saying, I don't have a business. Who am I going to lead? Leadership starts with you leading yourself. It starts with you first. So you're going to need this training. You don't need a business. You don't need a business to listen to me today, but I'm telling you, if you just listen and take notes, I don't see anyone with pens and papers. If you can take notes today, what I'm giving you is substance. You might not use it today, use it 10 years down the road. Substance. So you just saw that quick video, and there's a reason. It's not moving. Okay, just move it manually for me.
It's because you're hooked up to the other computer.
So, one, some questions, and I'm going to be giving out some gifts today for people who are going to pay attention. And there's a reason why I ask the questions I ask. Who can tell me what's the richest place on planet Earth? Who can answer that question? And I want this class to be interactive. I'm not here to read some slide to you. I'm here to help you out. I'm here to interact with you. Okay, so who can tell me the richest place on Earth? Anybody? Dubai? Good, good. Perfect. Next person?
The U.S.
The U.S.? Getting close? Who's going to try?
Japan.
Where?
Japan?
Japan?
China.
Good. One more try. I'm about to give out a gift. Someone needs to get it.
Your house.
My house. Fantastic. Close. I was thinking about giving it to you just because you said my house, but that's not the answer. Okay, I'll tell you. You guys ready?
Great.
The richest place in the whole world is the graveyard. Somebody asked me why. Someone says why.
Why?
I'll tell you why. I'm thinking about giving it to you, but it's so good I don't want to just give it to you. But I'll tell you why the graveyard is the richest place in the world, because buried in the graveyard are groomers that should have been top groomers. Buried in the same graveyard are people who should have written books, but because of untapped talent, you guys came here today, you have this training. It means nothing. It's good. It means nothing, but if you don't go and use this training to create something out of you, guess what? You're gonna die with that talent that is invested in you. When I told you to walk around and say you have greatness in you, I meant it. There's something in you that you need to bring out. That's why you're here for the seminar. That's why you're trying to take your skills up. But if you don't use it, I tell you what, if you go to the graveyard and you go and mine the graveyard, guess what? You're going to see people that should have been presidents, but they did nothing about the talent they have. So I'm here to tell you there's something that's special in you that you need to bring up. We haven't started training. I'm just here. I want to motivate you a little bit before we go into today's training. Okay, time's up. Who's the team leader over here? So they decided to pick you up. I know how it feels. It's okay.
Well, there's like two options really. We said like either pick out the aggressive dogs or charge more for them, so it cuts down on the aggressive dogs and it would cut down on like the number of dogs on our workload, or from like a managerial or a business owner aspect, try and do more like coaching to help the groomer handle those dogs and better cope with like the stress of the workload.
Round of applause. Mind you, there is no wrong answer. There's just a better answer. There's no wrong answer. There's a better answer, and we can always get better. Fantastic job, team. Team, what's the number one team? Team, do it.
Lakeland did it.
All right, who's the leader here? Oh my God. We're in trouble.
So we're gonna sit down with our groomer and ask what we need to do for her in order to make her day less frustrating, and it'll probably be some combination of refusing dogs that reach a certain level of aggression, the ones who you kind of just like cringe when you see them on your books, raising prices for the dogs who are aggressive or extra large. Like her example was she had 9 frustrating large dogs and none of them were worth the price. So we raised the prices on the ones that we are still willing to accept, so that maybe if she has difficult dogs that day, she'll only have to do 5 dogs instead of 9 dogs. And then also limit the amount of those type of dogs that can come in per day. So if she has 5 dogs that day and one of them is extra difficult and aggressive, then that's the only extra difficult and aggressive, and the rest of them are good dogs. So it would be some combination of those things.
Awesome, awesome. Can we give them a good round of applause? Awesome job. So like I say, there is no wrong answer. But I'm going to add to what she said or what the next group said, and I really want you to think about this as I answer this question. So, most people, employee has a problem, the boss calls the employee to the office, right? This is what most people think, because this is how your brain thinks naturally. People become interesting. You're about to lose Jody, number 1 groomer. You're about to lose her. They become interesting. What do? They try to convince her to stay. You really need to stay. How much was I paying? 50%. Let me pay you 65%. They begin to show you the bigger vision. I have plans to open up a branch in Manassas and Chicago, and I want you to, my goal is for you to lead one of these branches. So you never want to become interesting. So what do? If you don't want to become interesting, how about we become interested? This is a new angle. So what are we doing here? We're becoming genuinely interested and not interested. People will open up to you when you become interested versus interested. Create a more profound relationship. Be curious or interested. Right? Make them talk. Make the employee talk. Like in this case, this is a real life scenario I gave you guys. I didn't just cook it up. In this scenario, the employee was dealing with all kinds of issues, I think, with her mom. Her mom was sick. And so what motivates your team? You need to know exactly and keep pushing this button. Next thing, you need to remove the demotivating factors, things that demotivate your people. It just puts them down. Just cut it out. Create time to celebrate wins. Create that atmosphere of competition. When people win, celebrate them. Recognize the people who are moving the ball. This is key. If you're moving the ball faster, I'm going to recognize you more. Because you're on top of your game. Recognize these people. These people are going to take your business next level. And the last point is, are you guys learning something? You guys learning something? Good. Practice character leadership. And I'll explain that. I don't feel good, so I'm not going to do this. I feel good, I'm going to do it. Character leadership is, regardless of how I feel, I'm going to go to work and bring my A game. So we need to learn, as leaders or as employees, we need to learn how to practice character leadership, regardless of how you feel. When you get through that door, bring your A game as a leader. Because don't forget, it's a monkey see, monkey do business. And what kind of leader do you want to be? Success is when I add value to myself, which is good. Everybody wants success. You add value to yourself. Becoming a leader, a significant leader, is when you add value to other people. And this is going to take us to the last step of leadership. Success is when you add value to yourself. Becoming a leader with significance, that's when you add value to people. So what you've learned today, if you go back to your shops and you share it with one person, guess what? You're adding value to them as a leader. And that takes us to the last level of leadership. So, for those of you who own businesses, I got some questions for you. This is the magic question. Are your employees better because you're leading them, or are they worse? Are they terrible because of your leadership? Ask yourself that question. You can, when you get home. Next question is, are you gaining more than your people gaining more than you? As a leader, who's really gaining more? We're talking about value here. You need to really value employees. Because guess what? You cannot do this yourself. Like I said, you need an A-game team to take you to the next level. How do you create that team? Is by valuing the people you have. Because these are people who are going to take you to the next level. So ask yourself this question as you grow. Who's gaining? Who's losing? And this takes us to the last level of leadership as we going to wrap it up some. This is the level, this is the most important leadership level. And this is where people begin to develop their skills. This is when the magic actually happens. This is when you understand that the most vital asset you have as a person is your people. I didn't say you. The most vital thing you have in your business is the people you lead. When you understand this principle, trust me, your business will begin to grow. You grow a company by what? Buying new vans? Somebody help me. Buying new floor mats? How do we grow a business? By growing your people. If you're here today and you got people in your store, I tell you what, don't do it again. You need to learn how to grow your people. You need to set that straight when you hire them. I want to take you to the next level. And I believe in growth. They have to align with your vision. If they don't, why are you hiring them? There needs to be that alignment. Don't be so in a hurry just because I want a groomer and you hire anybody. Guess what? Anybody's going to leave you soon with all those customers, and you're gonna cover it, right? Day and night, because they're gone. So you grow a company by growing people. When you grow them, they can help you increase your capacity. They begin to help you achieve your dream. They begin to help you accomplish what the vision of that company is. Equipping people is key to growing a company. You have to, you gotta have that locked down. When I hire you, I want to know you're willing to grow, because I am. And if you're not willing to grow, then maybe this is not the right place for you. Because you want your business to grow, and the only way your business can grow is you growing your people. Your business will not grow by the new table you got, or the new grooming van. It doesn't work like that. The people you have need to grow. So 3 keys for business owners to developing people. 3 keys. Number 1, recruitment. Who you bring through your door, trust me, will determine the success of that business. I see people now taking notes. Right. So the better person you bring through the door, the higher you can do with that person. One of my coaches saying, Max, you know what, I'm a better coach with better players, with good players. So, who you're bringing into that door need to have the same vision you have. They need to be good at what they're doing, or you're either going to build them. There has to be some kind of connection, even though they're not groomers, but there has to be a connection that this person is willing to align with my vision. 80% of the success you're going to have is it's just right in between those 2 doors you're looking at. That's where your success is. And you really need to know what you want. You need to have a picture of who you want. Have a picture. So when they come in, you know, this is not what I want. If I come into your interview and say, all I do, I'm a good groomer, but all I do is sit down every single day. I take breaks. I need 10 minutes every 30 minutes because I need my weed. But guess what? I bet you some people hire quick because he's good. So the person you bring through the door is going to determine your success in this business. Now the next step is positioning people. You as a leader, you got to be good at getting people on the right bus. And I'll give you an example. Take for example Colin, right? When a leader finds their sweet spot, what they do is they just marinate on it and they expand it. Collins is so good in seasoning, right? What did he do? He found his sweet spot. What did he do? He expanded it. He kept on perfecting it. But if you give him a clippers, right? You're not going to get the best out of him. He's okay with clippers. So you need to help your people find their sweet spots. Help them find that zone whereby they're good at, and guess what? Help them to expand it. Okay? So, get them on the right bus, on the right seat. Successful people position themselves well. We just talked about the sweet spot. And they just continue working on it. Successful people have discovered what they're good at. Successful leaders discovered what other people are good at. That's your job as a leader. What is this new guy good at? You're watching them, you observe. Remember the 3 steps? Listen, observe, and learn. Successful people position themselves well. Successful leader position other people well. So at this level, the leader is always looking for how he can grow people, taking them to seminars. You guys are here today. I don't know why, who brought you here, but that person did a fantastic job because you need to grow. You need to grow. Don't become like that level 1 positional company or positional leader that, for example, if go time, let's say they get up at 5 o'clock, right? 5 o'clock, everyone's supposed to go home. At 4:30, they clean the table. It's a positional company. They clean up the table. They want to be able to do relationship business on your time. Hey, it was nice seeing you today, brother. It was nice. So at 4:50, they're doing a relationship business. At what time? At 4:45. Good time is 5 o'clock. At 4:45, they go to the restroom. They want to be able to pee on company time. This is the position of company, right? At 5 o'clock, no, not at 5 o'clock. At 4:55, they put on their tennis shoes because at 5 o'clock, they just out. They're gone. Completely out of the place. And you as a leader wonder, why am I getting the least amount from my people? Because you have a positional company. You're so startled at how fast people left the building. You go outside, everyone is gone. Your parking lot is empty. You know why? Because when people park their cars in positional leadership company, they back it up. They don't pack it, they back it up. So when they get to their car, they're gone. So you don't want to be on that level of leadership. You want to be on the grow from one level of leadership to another level of leadership, which takes you to what? The development level of leadership. So it's not how much trophies you have that makes you a great leader. Okay? You can have all the trophies in the world. That doesn't make you a great leader. But how many of your team members have you helped to get trophies? That's key. So all the trophies you have, you're showcasing. My question is, if they bring me in to observe these businesses, I want to see how many trophies your employees has. I'm not interested in your trophy. That tells me what kind of leader you are. So it's only at the top. The greatest victory is not when you cross the line by yourself, but when you cross the line with other people. So you want to cross that line with the people you supervise. And we're almost done. I know we're almost out of time. You want to cross that line with your people. You don't want to just be the one crossing the line and your people are all the way behind. You want to cross that line with them. You want to take them along. You want to be what? The travel agent or the guide person. You want to be the guide person. You want to go with them and cross that line. Take them to the next level. So real quick, because time is against us. This is a 5-step I've used, and we've taught this to so many companies, and this just works like magic, like gold. Please take note of this, rights. This will help you. So, this is how you train a new employee. Step 1, I do it. Monkey see, monkey do. Step 2, I do it, and you're with me. What's step 1? Who can help me? What's step 1? Somebody. Step 1?
I do it.
I do it. Step 2, I do it, and you're what? With me. Step 3 is you do it now. You do it, and I'm with you. I'm there to help you. I'm there to guide you, to shape you. That's what you guys were doing today, step 3. Step 4, you do it. So, they've helped you out. You need to do this, do that. Now it's your turn to do it. Now, this is where most companies forget. And this is what's going to grow your business. If I'm going to hire you, I talk about my step 5. Step 5, this is the area where you can multiply your business. Is what? Train someone else. If I'm bringing you here, I'm telling you, I'm giving you the best training I'm going to give you. But guess what? I need you to train someone else. When someone comes in, my deal, my commitment with you is that you're going to train someone else. If you can't do it, I'm not wasting my money on you. I want someone that's going to be willing to multiply other people. This is how your business grows. You need to create a culture that causes multiplication versus addition. And how does that work? This is the deal. I'm going to get you trained, but you're going to train other people when they come in. I'm going to give you the best training. And that's how you multiply your business. So, same thing we talked about. So when you cast the vision in your company, say this is your vision, people automatically take different positions. You're going to have employees on 1, on 2, on 3, on different level. Leadership is influence. You gotta know how to influence people. I can't imagine a leader that cannot influence people. You're stuck. So you gotta know how to inspire, how to motivate them. So you need to go home and say, I have 5 employees. I want to know what level I'm on. If you're on a level 1 position of leadership level, what do you need to do? How can I get to the next level with this person, Joe? I'm already at level 3 with Frank. Let's work on Joe. Take Joe to the next level. And this is the end of our slide today. So when I was young, I used to love pigeons. So one day I got 12 pigeons, 12 of them. I put them in a cage, gave them food. But guess what? 2 of them died the next day. And I was so pissed. 2 of my pigeons, I just love pigeons. 2 of them died. So I said, you know what? I'm going to let them go because I don't want to be a pigeon killer. So I opened up the cage, buried the other 2 pigeons. And guess what? They all flew away. I had 2 pigeons, didn't want to fly. They remained in the cage. And I'll tell you why I'm bringing up this pigeon story. And I had some pigeons that flew away. But guess what? They came back to the same cage that gave them freedom. So what's the point I'm trying to make here today? So you've been here, right? You're going to decide what kind of pigeon you're going to be. Is it the one that takes substance and go away and create something new? Or is it the same pigeon that's just going to come back without growing? Or is it the same pigeon that's just going to stay in one place and not grow? As you leave here today, put behind your mind, I want to create a new me. I want to set goals on what I want to achieve. You got to be a goal setter. What are you going to achieve in the next 2 months? What are you going to achieve in your business in the next 6 months? You need to set these goals tight. Create goals for yourself. I got another training that talks about goal setting. I can't go through that today. But there got to be a target. Something got to be in your schedule you want to achieve to get you to the next level. I hope today's training will help you guys out. That's all I got for you. Once again, thank you so much for listening to me. I will take questions real quick. How much time do we have? We're done. Okay, let's take 2 quick questions and then we're done. Any questions for me? Go ahead.
So if you haven't been implementing this like already, and you're wanting to start getting your current team members growing or kind of let them go if they're not willing to, how would you go about sort of gauging that? Like, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, if you have people who you think may not be willing to get on board and you kind of see that in them, would you still try to like motivate them and push them, or is there a point where you just say, I'm not sure you're in the same mindset and gonna grow with us? Do you just let them stay there and be stagnant while everybody else is growing around them and hope they get on board, or do you just let them go?
Okay, good question. But I got a question for you. So if you have a chicken that lays eggs, I think they get to one stage whereby they stop laying eggs. Okay? Meaning that's it, they're done. The womb is over for the chicken, right? So when you take that chicken, come on man, lay some eggs. Come on. Go ahead, man. Just one egg. Yeah. Remove the demotivating factors. If they're not growing, they're not willing to grow, guess what? Employees are doing 2 things to you. They're taking you up, or guess what? They're taking you down. Period. Straight up. You might not like it the way it sounds, but it's a fact. If you have someone that's I've had this same issue, and I called the guy and said, how can I help you? Looks like you don't like what you do. How can I make you like what you do? And he said he wants to become a speaker for some kind of football team. I said, I can't. In my mind, I can't help you. His goal is somewhere else. It's not in what he's doing. I can give you a reference, but you're bringing me down. I have to let you go. I'm not saying you should tell him like that. I'm just telling you. So you got to remove those demotivating factors, because guess what? These are the people that are going to demotivate the motivated people. They're the bad egg in the soup. They're like, guess what? Do you know what she said today? Can you imagine that? How can you guys take that? So they're just belting badness to the people. You don't need that kind of mix. If they're not willing to go with the vision that you have, and you know for sure these people are not moving forward, why are you keeping them? They're only going to bring you down and make you sick. Let them go. Our problem is we're too concerned. If we let this person go, we don't have a groomer. Groomers I have to find. I'll tell you what, Giselle will tell you, when we took over our business in Alexandria, right? All the employees were pissed because the old management kind of screwed them up and they were all acting up. And they were not ready to do the work. And we already have a full schedule. What do? Show them the door. Don't waste your time and energy. At the end of the day, you're going to end up doing that. Guess what we did? We took our coats off, we groomed those dogs and make them look good, got them going, and got new employees. So they got to get on your vision, and they're not on your vision. Trust me, eventually they will go, and they will not go in a nice way. So if you know for sure in your mind that this is not your fault, it's not because of the way monkey see, monkey do business, stuff kind of thing, this person is just all the way down, you got to let them go. You got to take out the demotivating factor. Last question, and I'm done. Any more questions? All right, fantastic. Thank you so much. Any questions online? No questions? Awesome. Thank you so much, guys.
reason of my life is just to worship you. From age to age.